Hi, my name is Kara Backus. I teach first grade at Lincoln School, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I use my reading conference notes to assess my students through reading workshop. The first piece of data I'm going to share with you is a recording sheet, which has all of the students' names with the benchmarks listed across the top. I use this sheet every day when I conference with students, and I just mark the progress of how they move through the levels. I start this recording sheet in kindergarten. I mark kindergarten with a pink K. I can easily see who's coming to me on grade level in kindergarten. I could see anybody down this column is coming to me on grade level and anybody below is not. I mark their first DRA in yellow. I can see in October whose DRA is on grade level, so the students that fell into this category are on grade level, those who are below are not. And as the students move through the levels, I just simply put an X to show what level they're reading at each time through informal assessments with running records and reading conferences. And I keep this right in the front of my reading notebook. I've also circled the names of students who I know that I need to see a little bit extra. Inside the notebook, I have a divider for every student, and today we're going to talk about Leo and how he was working at the beginning of the year. So I have my reading conference notebook, and then I have my grade book, which has all of the standards that are listed on the report card for that marking period. In the notebook, if I met with the student, I mark it with a CB for me. If the teaching assistant met with the student, she marks it with an AB for her. I mark the date that I worked with each student, what we were working on in that meeting, what I observed, and what I'm going to do next. So in the first meeting with this child, we were working just on sight words because he came to me below grade level. We worked on all of the missing words that he was missing from the A list, and the next step was to do more sight words. Every time I meet with a student, I can go right to my grade book and then see how the conference went. Was he able to answer questions about what we read? Was he able to retell the story? Could he identify the main topic? Could he identify characters in the setting? And then if he was reading fluently with expression and reading sight words. Because he was not reading sight words in the first meeting, he only got a 1 in this standard. As the year progressed, we met with him over and over again to do one-to-one match with a pattern, and we saw that he needed more decoding. We set a goal of more decoding, and the year continued. We did more one-to-one match with decoding, and I found that he was able to notice the change in a pattern. And since he was able to notice the change in a pattern, we decided that it was time for him to use different strategies to read, and he was going to use the picture to solve an unknown word. The next time a different teacher met with him, and she knew that we wanted to do the picture, so she did the same. She took a pattern book to identify the pattern and then used the picture to help sound out the word. Using the book like this, no matter which teacher meets with the student, we're able to see what he did last time and what he needs to do next time. And then the child gets a fluid conference with whichever teacher he's able to meet with. And when it's time for report cards, I can look right to this notebook and see where he is in each of the standards, and it's quite easy to come up with the scoring for assessments.